Pamela.
Pamela Carpenter.
You
scamp.
You.
You little scamp, you. Thank you for the super sticker, Pamela. We see you. What's up, you guys?
Hello.
About today.
Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
So much updates in the Cuomo story. I've got a Psak attack. We got to talk about de Blasio being a complete joint tyrant. But first, I would like to point your direction to an email that I received back in early November from Casey in Monroe, North Carolina. Casey writes, "Hello, ladies. I have been a faithful watcher for a couple of years now, and I became an insider this year.
Aww.
I've been wanting badly to try the Omaha Steaks, but haven't worked it out. I work in wholesale grocery distribution, and every year my boss okays for us to send out huge gift baskets to our vendors and customers. This year, when discussing what to do, I brought up doing the Omaha Steaks packages.
Yes.
We thought it was a fantastic idea. With the grocery industry struggling like it is, we're going to send the packages to all of our people, including ourselves, of course, and I cannot wait. Just wanted to give you a quick shout out for continuing to support USA businesses and promoting them on your show." She also said, "Please give Harry a little shake for me. Have a great day." So I think she means this.
Teeny tiny balls. Teeny tiny. Are we talking about him today and how he's telling everybody to
put their jobs? He is on the list.
Right.
Okay. He is on the list of things.
All right,
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, new special for Omaha Steaks right now. So if you go to omahasteaks.com and use the keyword, like in the search field, if you use keyword chicks, you can get the perfect gift package. That's literally what it's called. Perfect gift package. 24 entrees plus all the sides plus all the desserts for just $99.99. And then they'll throw in 8 steak burgers on top.
That's the best deal.
It is an amazing
Such
deal.
A good deal. Oh my God. Yeah.
And a great present. It's a great present.
It really is. People love it. Oh my God. I got Omaha Steaks, I think 2 years ago from a relative. I was losing my mind.
And that's when you're hooked, right? Like you get it.
Yes, you're so hooked. And then you want it all the time. You're like wanting to order it and reorder it. It's so great, you guys. So great.
omahasteaks.com, keyword chicks. Okay, you guys, we have to get to the Psak attack because, oh damn. First of all, it is absolutely hilarious how uncomfortable Jen Psaki is with this question. It makes me so happy. Her discomfort.
Yeah, it is.
I'm so going to hell. But anyway, her discomfort makes me very,
I'll drive the
very
bus.
happy.
I'll drive the bus. You can just get in the back. It's fine. Just drive the bus.
Okay, are you ready for this jelly?
Yes.
Here
ready.
we go.
Administration today put out a big report about addressing corruption. I want to ask you 2 quick and hopefully pretty easy questions about that. Shortly after President Biden's virtual meeting with the Chinese president, the first son's attorney said that he has finally divested from a Chinese investment fund controlled by state-owned entities. I was hoping you could commit to basic transparency about that transaction, including the name of the buyer, the dollar amount, and the timing. And the second question is, my colleague Miranda Devine has a new book out called The Laptop from Hell, and I was hoping that you could confirm that the laptop is indeed authentic and not Russian disinformation, as you seemed to suggest on Twitter last year.
Well, on the first, the president's son is not an employee of the federal government, so I'd point you to his representatives. And as it relates to the book, I have neither had the time nor interest in exploring or reading the book. Go ahead, Tina.
Oh, damn!
I think I answered your question. Go ahead. You can go to the representative of the person who's not an employee of the federal government. Go ahead, Tina.
Oh.
I think we have to move on.
Wow, she was really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That second question, it was like, can you please confirm that laptop was indeed from hell?
And he's so nice. Whoever that guy was is just
totally
like
nice.
So soft voiced and sweet.
So was. Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
That's basically what you would be doing if you were in
I didn't
that
mean to
room.
do that. I'm sorry.
It's so you if you were in the room. And I'd be like right next to you going, so like, what about the porn and all the nasty stuff that was on that computer? What do you got to say about that, Jen? God.
You guys, I'm seeing from all the comments that we are for some reason not showing on YouTube right now. And I have checked the button for YouTube. I don't know why it's not working. And so there's nothing that we can do about that at the moment. It must just be some sort of YouTube-y glitch. But we are everywhere else. So if you go to Twitter, we're live streaming right now. If you go to Facebook, we're live streaming right now. If you go to Rumble, we are live streaming right now. But I don't know what happened with YouTube. It's set up the same way that I always set it up. So I'm sorry.
They're mad at us. They're mad at us this morning.
Well, they're mad, and like a whole bunch of people are saying, "Hit the button," and we're live. I mean, we're actually doing the video right now.
We're real. These are real people, right?
But some people are saying that they are watching on YouTube. I don't know. So I don't know what the issue is, but I apologize that people are having issues. Very, very sorry for that. Okay, so the interesting thing about that Psak clip about Hunter and her just being like, I don't want to read that book. I don't have the interest or the time, is that the White House just yesterday released a giant thing, a report about how easy it is to commit fraud and to launder money through the art industry. And it's like,
oh my God.
Hi, lack of self-awareness. Our name is Joe Biden.
Oh my God, that is unbelievable.
Right? I mean, what in the world? So that happened.
God.
Also, if you guys are watching from New York City, if there's anybody here from New York City,
I'm sorry.
Very sorry.
Yeah, really. Like, I'm sorry. Seriously. I feel
oh
like
my God.
I feel sorry for those people. And especially if they have kids. I was thinking about that yesterday. I'm like, what is that even like? I mean, first of all, what's it like to live in New York City if you have kids? But then second of all, like if you have children and you're living there, like I can't imagine what these people feel like right now. With de Blasio is out of freaking control. It's like he is Angela Bassett walking away, lighting the match. You know what I mean? Yes. He is that meme. He is that. And he's completely out of control.
It's really bad. So he, if you haven't heard about what he has proposed as of yesterday, by the 27th of this month, in other words, like with no notice at all, he has decided that every worker in every industry, public or private, has to be vaccinated by the 27th. And so that's happened. He's also said that any establishment that's an entertainment establishment, the restaurants, movie theaters, whatever, if you want to go somewhere as a family and you have a child that's older than 5, that child has to be vaccinated or they cannot go into a restaurant or other indoor establishment. It's insane. He was on with Mika yesterday to talk about it. So here's a little clip of that.
First of all, that's anybody and everybody who works in New York City has a vaccine mandate at this point. How do you enforce this?
Yeah, we're going to work with the business community, and we've seen a lot of cooperation so far when we had put in place our mandate, for example, for restaurants, indoor entertainment, indoor fitness. We actually got a lot of cooperation. There were a few times where we had to penalize people, but it was rare. So we're going to put together the rules, work with the business community. But I'll tell you something, Mika, the fact that this is universal, and this would be my advice to mayors, governors, CEOs all over the country, use these vaccine mandates. And the more universal they are, the more likely employees will say, okay, it's time. I'm going to do this, because you can't jump from one industry to another or one company to another. It's something that needs to be universal to protect all of us.
Oh my God.
Can you believe that?
This guy, I mean, it's like he's as popular as a venereal disease, right? I mean, he's just like, everybody hates him. This is the reason that he is on his way out. And he's got to know that, right? He's got to know that everybody hates him. This is why he's doing this, right? There's got to be something going on. I don't think that
the new guy is going to be any better. I don't think the new guy will undo this at all.
You don't? Do you not?
No, I do not. I do not.
It will be,
I think he's just as bad.
Really? It's with COVID, you think? I mean,
I do. I think he's a lot better on crime, Eric Adams, but on COVID, I think he's going to be absolutely just every bit as tyrannical and dictatorial. I think New York City is totally borked. And if it happens elsewhere, because this is happening all over Europe too, and they've got like unvaccinated people on lockdown. And in Austria, I think it was, they're saying if you don't get a vaccine by such and such date in January, they're basically going to put you in jail. There's going to be fines, and if you don't pay the fines, you are going to jail. This is insane. The world has gone insane.
Well, we're not other countries. We're America. So I hope that people are prepared to fight back.
I saw a few people on Twitter saying I'm moving out of New York City. Okay, that's great.
That's a start.
That's a start.
But if that's a start, but I mean, if it happens in other places, what are you prepared to do? You know? I mean, I'm channeling Sean Connery in The Untouchables. What are you prepared to do? Because you can't just, what are you going to do? You can't just escape every place that this creeps to, because these people are out of control with the power, y'all. I mean, if you are right, Mock, then it's at some point it'll be inescapable, right?
Right. Well, and there's a lot of people talking about domestic travel restrictions as well, saying that if you do not get vaccinated, you will not be permitted. It's not happening yet, but it's definitely on the table that you will not be permitted to fly from one side of the country to the other, or anywhere. Okay. It's ridiculous.
And then where does it stop? I mean, because I'll just drive. Okay, so then are they going to set up roadblocks? Are they going to between states, and are they going to say, okay, Daisy, you can't go from Texas to Oklahoma if you don't have a shot? Are they going to do that? I mean, it's like seriously, is this what we're going to start doing in the United States of America? People have got to stop being so complacent, and they've got to stop paying attention to these idiots like de Blasio and start saying, no, screw you. No. Yeah. And
well, businesses in New York City are furious because, of course, they feel totally blindsided. I mean, private businesses are supposed to be able to do what they want to do. So to be told that they now have to be the police of the mayor and enforce this in some kind of way, and then for the mayor to act like, hey, vaccine mandates really work super well. Well, when people are threatened, then sometimes they will comply because they are afraid for their entire livelihood. That's not like, yay, vaccine mandates work. That's, I'm being a tyrant and it's working. And you shouldn't be proud of that.
Yeah. And also, a mandate isn't a law, right? It's not. It's just not. So, I mean, it's not like it was passed through the regular channels that we pass laws through. So he can suck it. I mean, he can totally suck it. And this is why people like DeSantis are thriving.
Right.
I'd like to know what he thinks about this. I think we all know what
he thinks about this. He thinks about it. DeSantis thinks about it. Yeah. And he's pissed.
You guys, resist. I mean, it's madness.
It's madness. Absolute madness.
Right.
I have another email that I would like to share, if I might, from Trina Ekstrom. This goes back way to October. I don't know how I've missed it in my pile, but Trina Ekstrom found us in the beginning of 2020, hasn't missed a show since. She is in Northeastern Oregon. So she's way over there.
Yeah.
And so she sometimes catches the replay, but sometimes she says her inner self says, self, you're up early today. What the hell? Oh, I can go watch the Chip live. Yay. And then she said, and this is back in October. She said, I just ordered the most popular products package from Genucel with a huge discount with the code CHICKS. Then she says, I ordered the crystals and I got another discount. And Mock said they're awesome, who I trust, even though sometimes her music choices leave me scratching my head.
Right there with you. Yeah.
Right. She said, kidding, I like Hinder too. Because remember when I was on the Hinder kick? And I could not stop.
For like a week. Oh my God. Yeah. Next is going to be Nickelback. If she starts listening to Nickelback, I'm out. Yeah.
I feel like they're a little underrated, to be frank with you.
I just can't.
So then she says, my husband is knee deep in hunting season and spending money hand over fist. So I figured I may as well spend some of my money on my 45-year-old sagging jaw and ever deepening lines around my mouth and puffiness and crow's feet and so on and so on. I cannot wait to get my order and will let you all know how bitchin' I look after using the products you talk about and use. Based on how you two look, it obviously works very well. And it sounds like a lot less work than some of the other options. Keep on doing what you do. Love you, chicks, from Trina Ekstrom. I love that email. And
I do too.
Trina, you're in luck because that was October. And if you're running low on supplies, you can get their most popular package 60% off between now and
Christmas. A lot.
That's
a lot. And it's not a lot of work. It's not a lot of work at all. No.
It's not a lot of work.
Not a lot.
So go to lovegenucel, GENUCEL.com/chicks and get yourself your 60% off that most popular package. You're going to love it. We promise you'll love it. Okay. So much other stuff to get into. Remember yesterday when I was like, oh my God, I'm so here for the drama with the Cuomo and the CNN.
Oh my God. So much drama, you guys. There's more. There's more.
It's getting so much better. And yesterday I was like, I think that he's setting himself up for a wrongful termination suit.
Right.
And lo and behold, $18 million, you guys. $18 million.
You know what? I think he'll get it. I think he'll get it.
Just might, because Zucker is so slimy, and it's not out of the realm of possibility that he did know exactly how involved Chris was.
Did you? I heard last night on Tucker that Zucker wants to run for office.
Are you serious?
Wants to run for, this whole time, Zucker. Yeah, all the people on the inside know that Zucker actually wants. He's such a slime ball. Like I can't even look at that guy without going. Whoa. But he's always wanted to run for office, which is why he kept the Cuomos close to him, and now Cuomo serves no purpose for him, and so he's sort of like throwing him away. But he's always wanted to run for office. He's like,
I didn't know that. Okay. Well, that is interesting. Well, now he's got, on top of the Chris Cuomo potential lawsuit for $18 million, now there's a whole new ethics issue with Don Lemon. So yesterday, Don Lemon gets on his program and he's very seriously discussing the Jussie Smollett case. And he has all these guest commentators. Right. And he's got he's got media reporters who are actually at the trial who can provide a report, and he's asking questions and he's trying to be all journalisty. The problem is that at no time during his show yesterday did he mention a key part of the trial that came out yesterday, which is that Jussie Smollett named him as someone he exchanged text messages with very early on in this whole case. And apparently Don Lemon texted Jussie and was like, dude, the police don't believe you. You need to know what's going on. And he's like basically informing him about where the police stand on the case.
So they're like bud. They're friends. Yeah. I mean, that's like so bizarre to me. They're friends. Yeah. And on top of that, Don Lemon has the sexual harassment case that's been like brewing in the background that nobody talks about, right? Well, Megyn Kelly talked to the guy. Other people on the right have talked to the guy. I mean, this has been like laying low on the radar, and now this guy's come out of the woodwork, and he's like, "Hello."
While you guys are talking about sexual harassment, might I just remind you that I exist?
And he's a straight guy. It's a straight guy. That I mean, it's just this. If you've never heard of that guy, go Google it, read about him. It's a very interesting case, and I believe the guy. Aren't we supposed to believe all people remember the Me Too movement? Remember they were champions on the left of the Me Too movement. It's very interesting how the people who accuse liberals are just sort of like brushed under the rug, interesting how that works. Yeah,
it is interesting how that works, but I just find
so
it
weird,
absolutely hilarious that now Don Lemon is causing trouble for CNN, and it's like a big pylon, and I again am here for all of it.
Well, I always you get every time stuff like this happens, or people on the left usually are just jerks, and you're like, God, when are these people ever gonna meet their their right? And I'm like, because I believe in karma, and you're like, but when?
I know,
Daisy?
You say that to you all the time.
And you used to say to me, and I'd be like, sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes a year, sometimes it takes a lifetime, right? And I feel like we're starting to see that happen at CNN. I feel like it's happening, Mark.
It just makes me so happy.
A little bit of karma. Me too. It's so fun to watch, isn't it? So fun to watch.
I don't like to say this, but I do feel like Jeff Zucker to me reminds me of he seems to me like he wants to be Ari Fleischer looks wise, but Ari Fleischer is far more handsome. And
totally.
And Jeff Zucker looks like he wants to look like that and just fails miserably at it. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Yeah.
That's who he
he's way more greasy.
And just slimy.
Yeah.
And gross.
Yeah. Greasy and slimy. He's grimy.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Okay, I do have another video that I need to share my screen to show you, because apparently John Levine, who is a New York Post reporter guy, he ran into Alec Baldwin last night on the Upper East Side, and it was a very interesting encounter, and Ilaria was there with her Spanish accent. Even though she's
Spanish, you guys. She's Spanish. Yeah. She's really...
So let me just begin my screen and make sure that you're going to be able to hear it, and let me share it, and you will see this quick encounter.
Wait, Mr. Baldwin, I have to ask you, what brings you to New York City?
I asked.
Mr. Baldwin,
what's up with the phone
here?
I asked you to go away. Please go away.
This is not anyone's private home. Are you? This is not. This is public property.
Go away.
Who's here?
My
Did you really not pull the trigger? Do you believe it went off without you pulling the trigger? Was it a malfunction?
God, she's a psycho. She is such a psycho.
Wait, Mr. Baldwin, I have to ask.
So anyway, that happened. Oh, I just removed you. I'm sorry, I didn't need to do that.
Bye.
I was removing things, and I actually removed too many things.
I asked you to go away. I asked you to go away. Yeah.
Please, I asked you to go.
She's so bizarre, that woman. She's just
They're
so
such
weird.
A weird couple.
God, they're so weird. Yeah.
So weird.
Kim Basinger like totally dodged a bullet. Well, literally dodged a bullet with that one. Literally. Is it too soon?
Literally.
Literally.
I mean, it's true. She's always filming. Like, people are like, why was she filming? Because anytime she films back as if it's like some sort of, I don't even know, because they both took down their Twitter accounts. I think she's still on Instagram, but they both took down all of their Twitter. And I don't know why, but
I'm surprised she's not doing it in like a yoga pose, like with her Remember how she used to do that? She used to always be like, look, you guys, I'm in a yoga pose. Look at me. I'm like in yoga. And then I'm having like an 8th kid and within a yoga pose. Remember that was all her account was. It's just having babies and doing yoga poses, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think she still does the things, but yeah, that chick is crazy. Oh my God.
Pretending to be Spanish.
The insiders are like on a massive Christmas card sending spree. I've gotten so many cards. I know you have too. You just need to check your P.O. box.
I have to go to my P.O. I'm going today to my P.O. box.
You guys.
We love you guys.
I just cannot. It's like,
and I think we have an upcoming thing with them. We have a chat with them coming up. I think in the next.
Is it this weekend or next weekend?
I think I don't know. I can't remember. It's either this weekend or next weekend. I don't think it's this weekend. I think it's next weekend.
I think you're right. That's right. We're going to do another exclusive video just for insiders mid-December.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we'll get out all the information on that. If you haven't joined yet, it's a great troll-free place to be, you guys. And it's at Facebook. You just go to our main page, Chicks on the Right, the main page, and then there's a Become a Supporter button right there that you click on, and that will help you join our fabulous insiders group. And by the way, we have presents as well.
Really? Really?
I know.
Are you going to show some or what? Are you not?
Well, do you want me to wait until you have them, or
you should wait. Don't ruin the surprise for me. I'll wait.
Okay.
I'll go today. I promise I'll go today, you guys. I'm really sorry. I've been really bad about that. Yesterday was kind of crazy.
Okay.
With the house and everything. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because people are going to be excited to see that we received their things. So we'll wait on that for sure, because I want you to have your stuff as well.
All right.
Let me see. What time is it? Oh, it is almost. You know what I thought? I thought we should just like call talks of the day pillow talks.
We totally should.
By My Pillow.
Hey, but first we got to tell everybody that they should quit their job if they're not happy, because Harry said so.
Prince Harry wants you to know that you need and deserve work-life balance, you guys.
Right.
And he should know.
You should just, I mean, if anybody knows about work-life balance, it's Prince Harry. But he said that you should, if you're not happy with it because of your mental health, you should just quit your job. I mean, listen, the single mom who's trying to like feed 4 kids, she can just do that, right? I mean, she just check out because she just wants some Zen time. She can totally do that. It's fine. If Harry says it with his tiny balls, you know, in a tiny little jar, he knows what's best. He gets it. He understands work-life balance. Can you believe this jerk off?
He's getting absolutely killed on social media.
As he should. I mean, remember when they said they were going to go away? Why don't they just go away? Like they said they were going to go away. God, I cannot stand these insufferable people.
They're
up.
The worst. They're the worst.
The literal worst. Yeah. Cannot stand.
Oh,
anyways, we just had to mention that.
I forgot to tell you too. There's this picture going around on Twitter of a chick named Carrie who apparently is gender fluid. And so Carrie posted her experience announcing to her dad her gender fluidity. And so hide your kids, hide your wives, okay? Because I'm about to say some bad words. All right. Here's what she said. I love her dad so much. She said, I just came out to my dad as gender fluid. His exact words were, shut the fuck up with your modern terms for made up bullshit. It took me so long to tell him, and that's what he said.
What do you want to bet that dad is either dad is obviously a Gen Xer or a boomer.
Oh, there's no doubt. No doubt
in my mind that
I'm claiming him. I think he's a Gen Xer.
I think he's a Gen Xer too. I really do. I think, I'm pretty sure he's probably a Gen Xer, and he's like, give me a freaking break.
Don't bother me with your bullshit terms.
Right. It's a phase. You're going to snap out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. These talks are brought to you by our great friends at MyPillow. Go to mypillow.com/chicks. Get discounts on all of the things, all of the presents. Get a cardigan for your loved one. They have cardigans, guys.
They're so great. Delicious. So delicious. Yeah.
All right. I have so many to choose from. I don't even know where to begin. But yesterday I showed you the guy that apologizes to his wife, right?
Oh my God.
Yes.
So great. I love him. I'm in love with that guy. Yeah.
Same. Do you want another one?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
Hi. This is this week's edition of Why I Apologize to My Wife. Number 1. I rip cheese. This incident involves a block of Havarti cheese that I purchased for myself. Because I was the only person in the home eating the cheese, I thought it was okay just to rip a chunk off the block. I was wrong. I have since learned that this reckless, chaotic behavior is reserved for barbarians and could lead to the downfall of the dairy harmony in our home. Number 2, she woke herself up. My wife fell asleep while we were watching a television program and woke herself up by snorting. This was immediately my fault. Unbeknownst to me, I have the psychic abilities to send a thought shot into her sinus cavity, causing a snort, which awoke her. With great power comes great responsibility, and in the future, I must be much more careful with my superhuman abilities. And the final reason I apologize to my wife this week, I did not know who Kim was. My wife had received some scandalous intel on someone named Kim. However, I had the audacity to interrupt her story to ask her who Kim was. I've since learned that Kim is a distant cousin of hers that I met over a decade ago at a funeral. So to make sure this trespass never happens again, I've begun working on a spreadsheet of every single human my wife has encountered her entire life. Hi, this is this.
I absolutely love him. I cannot get enough of that.
Oh my God.
I can't get enough. I can't. A thought shot. It was a thought shot, you guys, into her sinus cavity. It was a thought. I'm going to use that. It was a
thought shot score. It was right in there,
thought
man.
Shot. Right into
went
her sinus
right
cavity.
in.
Right in
Okay,
there.
I want to remind everybody who that is. That is the Chris Biggs, Biggs. He is absolutely hilarious, and he also did this one.
Hi there. I know what some of you are thinking. What's with the exciting red background? Well, recently I've been doing a lot of lists of reasons I've apologized to my wife, so I thought I would switch it up and do reasons my wife has apologized to me. Let's get right to it. Number 1. That is all.
That's brilliant. It's brilliant. Oh my God.
I love him so much.
It.
Okay.
So great.
We have some words of wisdom that involve people needing to hide their kids and hide their wives from a woman who has some words of encouragement for all of us. Here we go.
Sometimes you just got to say, I'm too fucking pretty for this shit, and move on like a bad bitch. Sometimes you just gotta say, I'm too fucking pretty for this shit.
What does her
and
cup
move
say?
on
What
like
does her
a
mug
bad
say?
bitch.
It says badass bitch fuel.
Why don't we have this? I need to put some of those in our store. I love it.
Her name
fantastic.
is Snarky Nana. So follow Snarky
love
Nana
it.
if you want more of her wisdom.
Love Snarky Nana. Love her.
Oh my God. All right. Now we have a dog that definitely does not want to go to bed.
Okay.
Honey, it's bedtime. Yeah, we have to go to bed. Baby boy. You done? Now? Because it's bedtime for a motherfucker right now. Oh my God. I love you.
That's Mr. Bubs. So you can follow Mr. Bubs.
Mr. Bubs, like B-U-B-B-S?
B-U-B-Z.
B-U-B-Z. Okay, Mr. Bubs. Okay, that's the dog's name.
Yes, this is you. Okay, I say
This is me?
for you. This is you.
Okay.
It says when your husband comes home from work and you have a cow in the house.
Wait, stop right there. You know I love you, right? So much. Just come in and shut the door. But be careful because there's something behind the door.
Oh my God.
Where the fuck did you get a goddamn cow? Whose cow?
It's my cow.
Where the fuck did you get a cow?
Steve.
Where did he get a cow? I was wondering why there was fucking why is there fence outside?
She just got a cow randomly in her home.
The only difference is that my cow would be on the couch with me, snuggling. That would be the only difference. Seriously.
Oh my
You know
God.
what's so funny is last night we're sitting in we don't have any of the cows on our property right now because we're building the house, And so I'm in the container. We have a storage container next to our cabin. It's one of those, like, you guys know what I'm talking about, those like shipping containers. We have one of those on our property, and we use it for storage. And so I'm in it last night, and I look out of my shipping container, and there's just a cow standing on our property, and I'm like, whose cow is this? I don't know. It's like this. It's just like standing in front of our cabin. We don't have cows on our property. And so I'm just looking, it's just a black cow. She's just standing there and I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? And so we had to figure out whose cow it was because this is country life, right? And then we solved the mystery and everything and got it back to its rightful owner. But this is what happens, right? I mean, she's just sort of standing there looking at me. I looked at her. It was like that. It was like that whole, it was the greatest thing. So that happened.
Well, speaking about your ranches, we do have an update on the chick with the emu.
Oh, yeah.
What's her name? Useless Farms. Useless Farms. So many people ask her about Karen and what Karen would do if she did not do, this thing that she does. Because she always blocks Karen from attacking her. And so she finally answers that question. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
I know this is the question on everybody's mind. I know that like 5% of you probably follow me for the animals. The other 95% are waiting for Karen to stomp me to death, which she would absolutely do. If given the opportunity and chance, she would absolutely stomp me to death. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great question. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. She's evil.
I know.
She's awful. She's the worst people ever.
They are evil. They scare the crap out of me. I swear they scare me so hard. When we go to those little like wildlife, those little safari things where you drive through the safaris and see all the animals, they scare me. So those stupid big birds, I'm terrified of them. Terrified.
I hate them too. They're dinosaurs. They're like literal dinosaurs, and they should not exist in modern day. No.
Right there with you, sister. They should be gone. They serve no purpose.
They don't. Right. And it amazes me that like all she has to do is this. She just like sticks her arm out and then it's fine. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Like why can't you just do that with like criminals? Just go.
Yeah.
and then
I know,
have
wouldn't
that work.
She's got the force, man. She's got
Yeah,
the force.
she's got the force.
It's pretty amazing. You guys, I hope everybody's going to have a magnificent day. We should bring it in.
We should bring
It's
it in.
Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I saw Rob back there snooping in on our podcast. He's back there just like trying to get in on this action. I hope everybody has a fantastic Tuesday. Make it count, everybody, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
And don't forget, we are going to be talking to Dave Rubin. So you want to make sure you're subscribed to our podcast before it drops tomorrow. So make sure to do that. And he retweeted about it, you guys. He retweeted about it.
We're going to be BFFs.
He doesn't even know how much he's about to love all of this.
Oh my God. And all of us. Yeah. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.